Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Today's episode is entitled Transitioning into the Minimal Waste Lifestyle. So why I'm doing this video is that I've been doing a lot of research lately about zero waste and about minimalism. And zero waste is a great ideal for me, and I think one day it would be great if all of us would get to that point where we were creating no waste at all. But I think sometimes it can be really extreme, especially when you're trying to just start out. So I thought to myself, if minimalism and zero waste had a baby, it would be called Minimal Waste Lifestyle. The great thing about minimal waste lifestyle is that it's just saying that you're going to be more conscious about the decisions that you make when you're purchasing. It's really hard to do some of these things all at once. You really need to transition little by little. So in the beginning, we're starting out, and it's starting with the transitioning out of some things that are not good for the environment. So even something as little as your toothbrush. So this is my bamboo toothbrush. It is compostable, and so you can use it for 3 months. 3 months out, that's not helpful. There's like a blur and it's just there where the toothbrush is. Anyway, it's a toothbrush and it's just made out of bamboo. And so I actually gave these to my family for Christmas, and it was like this really annoying, like sustainable gift, but if you found something good, why not share the wealth? So I've been using this bamboo toothbrush, and it's just a way to keep things out of the landfill. And I've just become more aware of the life cycle of the things that we have. A lot of times we think when we have something and we get rid of it, we throw it away. One thing that resonates deeply with me, and I think I've said this in another video, is that there is no such thing as a way, and it's not just an arbitrary place. It's a real place and people live there. But packing really made me reevaluate my closet and all the things that I owned, and it made me think, what do I actually need? So packing was a really interesting exercise. I realized, I have multiple things, multiple versions of the same thing that have the same function. So in packing, I said, I only need one pair of scissors, actually. I only need one of these, one of that. So growing up, I was always that person that I wanted to have extra just in case something broke. And so I ended up being kind of like a hoarder and just having a lot of the same kind of stuff. So packing really, I had to sit down and think like the function of it, how old was the item, what was the quality of the item, how many times was I going to use the item. So all those things kind of helped me. I had the opportunity when I was in high school to go to a mission trip, and we were in Mexico City called Reynosa. We got to visit like a landfill basically, and saw that people lived there. And so I just kind of have all this imagery of whenever I throw something away, it's going into someone's backyard. And just because I can't see it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. For me, when I thought about zero lifestyle, there was a lot of guilt with that. Like, oh man, I'm using plastic. I feel so much guilt. I think if you're living a minimal waste lifestyle, you'll be conscious of the fact that, yes, this could go into the landfill. Then you consciously trying to find options that will avoid that. But if you happen to use plastic, you don't kill yourself over it. You don't beat yourself up. So I'm transitioning little by little things like having a lunch kit that is reusable. I can wash it and use it again. Transitioning to some of these, mason jar kind of things to hold my my items. So it's a gradual thing, and that's what this channel is about, celebrating the journey. It's not about, oh, I just make no trash and that's it. That's an admirable thing, but for a lot of us, let me speak for myself, for me, it's something that I gradually have to transition into. And I found some really great blog posts about why we should be minimalists, and I'll post them all below and put them in blog posts as well. But this is just an attempt to just be a more conscious consumer. Everything that we do has an effect. And if we can evaluate the size of our carbon footprint, we can be better at taking care of this earth, because the earth gives a lot to us, but I feel like sometimes we just take and don't give a lot back, and we're not conscious of how much we destroy the earth. So this is not meant to be a guilt exercise. It's supposed to be a way for us to just kind of check ourselves and see our impact on the world. And it's great to know that you can make a mark in a positive way rather than just having a really large footprint and putting trash out there. So this year I'm hoping to be more about experiences and traveling and people and relationships, and less about things. In the past, because I have natural hoarding tendencies, in the past I filled filled my life with a lot of just things, and I was like, oh, look at all the things I have, it's great, but I wasn't living really to the fullest. I've been buying stuff instead of traveling. Now I think now my perspective is so different. I look at an item, I'm like, 3 of those could get me a plane ticket to such and such. You know, so it kind of changes the way I consume things and the way I shop. And then last year I gave up shopping for Lent, ruined shopping for me. In that period where I wasn't shopping, I just found so much other things to do with my life and with my money. It was a worthwhile experience, but when I got off of Lent and went back to my regular life, shopping was kind of ruined for me. And I would go into the store and be like, will I actually wear this? How often will I wear this? What quality is this material? And it was so annoying to me because I used to be that girl who could just like walk into a store and buy something and be happy and be chill. But now I really think about like the life cycle of the clothing item. Is it something that I actually need? And if you're a shopaholic, asking yourself if you need something, that could ruin shopping for you. So that's what I'm going towards this year, and we're inviting you to come on this journey with us. So if you're interested in more sustainability tips, stay tuned. I'm gonna have some guests talking about sustainability and how the average person can do some of these things. It's not rocket science, and we're gonna break it down for you. Alright everybody, thanks for watching this video. Our next video is going to be about style staples. How do you figure out those things that are essential to you and your personal style, authentic to you and who you are as a person. So yeah, that's next week. Keep an eye out for that. Thank you all for watching. This is Style Lottery signing off. Don't forget to restyle, reuse, and reward. Bye everybody.